What is up, gang? I'm gonna start calling y'all gang. We gotta come up with a nickname for all of the viewers. What's up, Jim? How you doing? We gotta come up with a nickname for y'all. What do you guys think? I like gang on the squad. um, I'm good. I cannot complain. I won't be on here long. Say a few things. Get some thoughts out, and then I'll get out of your way. It is Friday for you guys, right? I think it's Friday. No, it's Thursday. You'll have a Friday tomorrow. I love weekends. I can't freaking wait. Probably going to do a lot of beach stuff this week. You know, a little snorkeling, etc. What's up, everybody watching? How are you guys doing? Pelosi is trying to invoke the Fifth Amendment. 25th. I haven't even, I'm not even going to lie. I have not looked at much of any news yet. It's still morning here. I'm trying to snap into gear. But of course, looking at my comment section, it's unreal how I don't even know if I could call them racist because they're not oppressing me. And I don't know if they feel superior to me. So we're just going to call them, we're going to label them prejudice for now. Thank you for watching, Janelle. I appreciate it. But man, people get so upset in their feelings, just really worked up over someone else's thoughts, right? These are my thoughts. The beautiful thing about social media is there is an awesome button called the block button that you all can hit if you don't want to look at what I have to say. That's how easy it is. Excuse me. I don't understand why people are so worked up. What is the problem? What are the odds? Do you think Trump will win? Absolutely. Absolutely. There are too many patriots. You have too many people willing to get up and speak. Like, no one's ever going to be able to shut me up from saying the truth, because a liar can't dwell in the kingdom. Like, I'm really big on, I don't want to say, well, you know what, Christianity, right? I don't believe in denominations. I'm simply a follower of Christ. I believe the Bible 100%. The Bible says what it says. People got upset today. I know I triggered a lot of people with my post today. I don't know if you guys seen it. You probably did. But 90% chance, yes. He's going to win by, you know what? Just because I know, the Democrats they're going to try to cheat. They're going to try to cheat. I think it'll be really close. Really close. I think it'll be really close. And we'll just have to see how things play out. But I do think that Trump will win. Hands down. That's it. Different religions have man-made rules to divide us. Facts, man. Facts. Like, no. Hillary's not going to win. And no, people on the left, they're not too bright, but I know a few of them have common sense, because I know a few Democrats. I have some in my family. A lot of people are on the fence about who they actually want to vote for. And I can definitely understand, some people aren't really privy to the truth. And a lot of people aren't willing to accept the truth. It's called the red pill moment. If you have been red pilled, there's no way you can go back to thinking the way you did before. It's too eye-opening. And in fact, you get 20 times closer to God because you realize life is real, guys. I was one of those people that kind of just, hey, just float through life. I was one of those people. But you grow up. Sorry. No. No. Sorry. It's the weekend. Well, it's Friday here. My kids are still home from school. But like I was saying, you get closer to God when you wake up from the illusion, from the slumber, and you see what it really is. You can't unsee it. So some people aren't willing to actually have that level of enlightenment. Just, it was a hard pill to swallow for me. I was like, man, so this is the lie. Damn, so this is a lie too. So I get it. But you got to wake up. It's too late for people to be walking around still functioning in ignorance. We are in the age of information. It's so easy to come by information. It's so easy to go. That comment just threw me off. It's so easy to research and find the truth now. We have the internet. Use it to your advantage. I am a spiritual Satanist, and I know God is real. I'm open. I am too open this year for sure. This year has opened up so much. I don't know what that means. Okay. And, to each their own. What's up? Thanks everybody for watching, tuning in. I appreciate it, man. I didn't vote last election. I didn't want to make it a choice of the lesser of two evils. It was my opinion. Have changed my party from Democrat to Republican. Trump made a believer out of me. You've been red pilled. Yes. I love hearing red pill stories. I think I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start grabbing some lucky people from the audience because I appreciate you guys watching, right? And every now and then I'm going to have you come on and I want to hear your story. I want you to share with me how you had your red pill moment and how you feel about all the stuff that's going on because you guys watch me talk about it so much. I want to hear what you guys think. Have I always been Republican? You know what? I'm going to say yes, because when you're a teenager, especially growing up in my household, I didn't really know too much about politics. I didn't know about the parties. I didn't know what they had to offer. I really just knew, okay, Republicans don't like Black people and the Democrats do. That was really my take of it. What's poppin', Corey? That's my big bro. Another part of the Hit Squad. Hit Squad. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the Hit Squad now. It's always a fun time when we get together. But to answer your question, I think I've always been Republican since I've grown up and been able to vote. The first few times I did vote for Obama, but I didn't know why. I just voted for him because he was Black. But once I got to a place where, I have my own family, I have my own children. Yeah. My views have always been conservative. I think that's the case with a lot of people. A lot of people have very conservative views, but they bend on stuff. So I guess that wouldn't make them that they would be liberal, or we're just going to call them lukewarm for sake purposes. So no. So yes. I don't think you want to know how far the red pill. Yeah, look. Yes, they do. You need to go down. You need to go down the rabbit hole, okay, and have the experience and wake up. Because once you wake up, you'll feel so much better. This world won't feel as. How do I put it? Like, life is life. This is never temporary. This was never permanent to begin with. And once you realize the importance of a relationship with God and what it comes with, everything else becomes secondary. And it took me some time to get to this point. So I don't expect everybody to just hop on board because I said so. But once you realize who you are and whose you are, life feels so much better. There is nothing anybody could tell me. You know what? Trump is a man. He's a man. Just like I'm a woman. We all make mistakes. We are all subject to error. We all fall short before the glory. I am not here to judge Trump on something he did in his personal life, his marriage, whatever else he's got going on in his personal life, right? I am here simply looking at what he's done for my country and for America. That's what I judge him based off of. I could care less how many affairs he's had, because if we look at the country, we're his top priority, America. So it's a no-brainer. Like I put in the post, it's a no-brainer. I don't care about Trump's personal life. I love when he gets on there. Yesterday we did a show at Hit Squad. He went at Joe and he called him out on the Democrats, the vice president candidate and the presidential candidate lying about fracking. You lied. You got on TV and you just straight up lied. And you know what our president did? He took an interview and was like, look, I'm about to expose y'all and I'm going to tell the truth. And that's what he did. I think it's refreshing to finally have a president that is not a politician, that doesn't get on TV and say something rehearsed. If he's picking up the phone and talking, I feel like I'm talking to my homeboy. I listen to my homeboy talk trash. Or talk that junk or speak real stuff. It's refreshing. Take it or leave it. People put so much emphasis on, I don't like the way he acts. I don't like how he talks. I feel this. I feel that. Well, your feelings have no place in the political realm. Feelings should not ever exist in the political realm. We need to be as unbiased as possible and think logically, just critical thinking, and put in mind the entire country when you go and use your vote. That's the most important thing you can do as an American, is go vote. So, man, if people really got that in there and realized how important it was and realized what life is and what it's supposed to be and why we're here, and like I said, whose you are, when you realize whose you are, all this stuff is secondary. It's secondary. I voted for him because he's a businessman, not because I liked him. That's real. Trump is about pure facts. Forget your feelings. Absolutely. And people don't like that. People do not like that. We know he needs to feel sorry for certain people. The immigrants, you know what? They came to our country illegally. And when you do that, there's repercussions. That's life, bro. That is life. If my kids go touch, the hot stove, guess what happens? You get burnt. It doesn't matter how many times I warn them. I could set so many rules in place. If you decide to go against the grain, there's going to be repercussions, like it or hate it. Just like if I go commit a crime today, there's going to be repercussions for my actions. So wake up and stop all this stop all this feelings. I feel this. I don't like him because he's racist, and you can't tell us why. You just feel. Well, he says things. You know what? You can point out a racist, no problem. If there's a racist in the vicinity, he's going to let you know, I don't like you because you're black, and this is what I think of you. They're not going to hold back and hide it. People keep saying that crazy stuff. Well, you could be a closet racist. Closet racist, bro? What the hell is a closet racist? Does anybody know? I think I'm so tired of hearing that. Because he's a fake Catholic. I don't know who you're talking about. Are you talking about Trump? Do you know Trump to say that he's a fake Catholic? I don't understand people. Leave your feelings at home. And if I'm misreading that comment, please go into detail, because I don't know what you're talking about when you say he's a fake Catholic. You have one in your closet? You you have a racist in your closet? Oh my God. Biden? I don't even know. Look, I know Biden is racist. That's it. I don't care about his personal background. I don't care what happened to you when you were 2. If you're a racist, that means you don't like me. You don't like the people that look like me. And on top of that, you set in place the catalyst for all these black men to go to jail for nonviolent offenses. So to hell with y'all, and to hell with Kamala, because she's in on it. Y'all ain't bring nothing positive to the black community nor America. So why should we vote for you? So just think about it, guys. Think about it. Every year, these politicians spend millions of dollars to run ads to get us to vote for them, because our vote, people keep trying to kind of like diminish the value of voting and what it actually means, right? Why do they spend millions of dollars to campaign to us if our votes don't matter? Your vote matters. This is why they need you every 4 years, black folks. This is why they need you. They need you every 4 years because they need you to put them into office, because we, the people, run the country. And I feel like people have forgotten whose they are and who they are. Because if you remember those two things, I put you in office. You're not going to do the right thing. We can easily vote your ass out. It's as simple as that. We can control the tide and what goes on. The reason that Democrats have had reign for so long is because you keep voting them in office. So yeah, they have set up so many loopholes, trap holes, 1,000 different ways to make money. It's ridiculous. But when you wake up and you realize who you are and whose you are, you're going to change your vote. You're going to vote for what's actually producing, not only for yourself and your family, but the country at heart. That is really why I get up here and do what I do, because I believe in God, family, country. That's important to me. People need to just, grasp a little understanding of that. They do. I like that comment, Tabitha. Ever since I started to speak out and I started this podcast, I've met so many white liberals. It's mainly women. They get so offended when I stand up and I say, no, I'm not oppressed. No, you don't have white privilege. When I can say, you know what, my life wasn't any harder than yours. They get offended. They're like, what? I do have privilege and there's like nothing you can do about it. Like, you know what? You don't have it though. You don't have it. As much as you want to, there's nothing privileged about you. Sorry. I have a question. When y'all are researching your political facts, how do you know who to trust? So what I do is I do a control and I do a theory. So our control is, and this is just how I started, Trump is racist. Okay? Because this is what the narrative is. This is what people believe is true. So this is our control. I have a theory. He's not actually racist, and the media is just attacking the hell out of him because he's coming after the establishment. We have those two things. So you pull from every source you could pull from. Watch videos in its entirety. Don't solely watch one news organization. Like, I don't even watch Fox News because Fox News can be very biased. I pull from everything. I watch things live. So when Trump gets on TV and speaks, I will know exactly what he said before the media can get to it and chop it up and say, whoop, kind of flip what he said and say he said this and this is what he meant. So when you pull from a ton of different sources, and you read it, look at it, and you have to, I keep researching until I can no longer dispute my control. Once I can crack holes in that, and I'm like, you know what? This is not the truth. My theory becomes my control, and then I keep at that until I can't dispute it any longer, until that's it. There's nothing that's ever been shown to show Trump is racist. So that narrative that's out there, Trump's racist. No, he's not. He's not. He's got a nice track record in the Black community before he decided to run for presidency. Okay? If you really think about that, and that's just common sense 101. Nobody hated Trump until Trump won, until he decided he was going to run. In fact, the media started to attack him relentlessly. I wonder, do people think about that? Like, damn, they didn't, you had rappers putting him in the video. If you know this man is racist, okay, why would you then invite him to do anything with you? Why would you shout him out in lyrics? Why would, Jesse Jackson give him the Rainbow Coalition Award? He won the Ellis Island Award. Why would he be getting all those things if he's a racist? These are just common sense questions that you can ask yourself, and most people, they get scared when they're like, they don't have an answer for you. Okay, so tell me what he did that was racist. Well, it goes to, I feel. Okay, your feelings don't matter here. Remove your feelings. Tell me what he did. The Central Park Five. Trump is entitled to his opinion. And those boys turned themselves in. Who knows if he actually even looked into it, really researched into it, or if he was like a lot of the people on the left, read the headlines and then said, you're guilty. Who knows? We weren't around to see when Trump was ever, thinking about that. And it honestly doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Who cares? If he decided to say boo, and then 30 years later, you could bring it back and say, this is what he meant. We don't know. Just like people bring up the fact that, he didn't want to rent to Black applicants. That's not true. He didn't want to rent to Section 8 applicants. And guess what? He has that right to do it, to decide who stays in his properties, just like the rest of us do. If you decided, you know what? I don't want to rent to you. How would you feel if somebody then who's like, you know what? You're racist. You don't want to rent to this person because you're racist. You're going to have to defend yourself, because that is a huge thing to say about somebody. To call someone racist, that's a big accusation. I don't think people realize that. It's a big accusation to say that. So imagine having to defend that constantly when you know you're not racist. Come on. I've never thought he was. I think people use his message as what they want, the same way as people interpret the Bible the way they want. Yeah, I can agree with that. People don't research. People don't read for understanding. They read the headline and they're like, all right, well, the news said this, so this is what it means. No. You hate him because he's not a typical politician and he won't take their crap. He will put America first, unlike the Dems. Exactly. He is, I think he came out with a quote and he said, they don't care about me. They want you. And I'm just in the way. So that's why I'm getting attacked the way I am, because I am in the way of them doing whatever the hell they want to do with this country and its citizens. Thank you, Natasha. Racist is 2020 most overused word. I can't wait till 2020 is over and we can go back and look at all the tragedies that happened in 2020 and talk about it. In 10 years, I wonder what I'm going to be explaining to my children about racism. That's going to be an interesting conversation. Do you think the drain the swamp theory is why people don't like him and want him gone? Absolutely. Drain the swamp means getting rid of lobbyists and special interest politicians. Joe Biden is a special interest lobbying politician. He makes his money off of that. That's what these people do. They get in office, they reach out to other countries, do things for political gain, illegal things, and I think once they get to a certain level of power and money, a conscience is just, it's second to none, whatever. Bar none, I'm sorry. They don't really care. They've done it for so long, it's not hard to keep selling people out. So I think this is just a business for them, and we're just pawns. This is what I said, what I meant when I said I was going through life coasting. Nothing was really serious for me. I didn't really care about much. It's just like, yeah, whatever, I'm doing me. And whoever I affected around me, it's not that I didn't care that I affected someone negatively. I just wasn't aware that my actions have effect on surrounding people around me, right? When I woke up to that and I'm like, wow, okay, words hurt, attitudes can come off a certain way and give people a certain vibe about you, how you carry yourself, your demeanor, your disposition, all those things matter. You start to change the way you act. So I got rid of the chip on my shoulder and I started to carry myself in a different light. And you know what? People are more open to talk to me, to be around me. I have more people that kind of gravitate towards me because I have shed all those, unnecessary things. I just think people need to go ahead and stop it, man. Stop. What is that? Blacks have always loved and admired Trump. Absolutely, they have. I don't know. They just, what happened? A white liberal told them he's racist, and they said, oh, okay. Forever on a Democratic plantation. Perpetual victims. Can you share a time when a white liberal was racist to you in a patronizing, condescending way? Absolutely. Look at my comment section. Look at my comment section if you want to. You will see a few white women in there call me stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. You need to go do your research. I've even had a white liberal tell me my ancestors would be ashamed of me and what I'm doing. The attacks are, real. And if I was a weak person, I would just completely stop doing what I'm doing. But because I know they're coming from a ignorant, very narrow-minded view of who I am, I could care less. Honestly, I could care less. From what my wife told me, she does mad research and he's like behind the scenes breaking up pedophile rings. Yeah, he's the only president to really tackle those issues. People need to really figure out who Trump is and stop going off the narrative because that's getting a lot of people messed up. This is why I don't like being called African American. Why can't I just be American? I was born here. Fist bump. I don't like being called African American either. I absolutely don't. I call myself Black. If people are like, because people ask what's your race? Black. Where are you from? America. I've had people be like, so you don't have any ties to Africa? No. I was born in America. Just like you were. That we weren't even called African Americans. Even when the slaves were first, brought here, they were called Negro. And Negro just means dark skin, Black. What's the problem? It didn't happen until Jesse Jackson said, you know what? We feel like we need ties to our lineage, and where our ancestors came from. So you guys need to start calling us African Americans. I don't know if people knew that tidbit of history. Jesse Jackson got the ball rolling. Tupac and Bob Marley tried to warn us that they were not, then that's why they are not here. Absolutely. Absolutely. We had so many leaders that, tried to step up and say something and then they were silenced. Did you see what white liberals and liberal media said about Herschel Walker, Tim Scott, Kim Klacik? Yeah, Daniel Cameron. Yeah. Close the door. What's up? Sorry. Yeah, go ahead. You can make yourself a sandwich if you want.
Can I have, what's it called again?
I'm in the middle of a show, honey. Come on.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Man, they're very condescending. When you speak up and you have your own brain, especially if you're Black and you're speaking to a liberal, they get real threatened, real uncomfortable. And the first thing they want to do is, attack you on the basis of you don't know what you're talking about when it comes to Trump. And he's really the racist, and you're doing your ancestors a disservice by acting this way because it's shameful. That's just ignorance. It's clown talk. I love my kids, man. My kids are, they're pro-Trump. They know all about politics. They know about the coronavirus, what's actually going on. They know that there's no need, for masks, and they just have to wear them at school because that's just a rule at school. But they're aware of what's going on. You got to keep, especially nowadays, man, you have to have real conversations with your kids and keep them centered and grounded, because this world can easily snatch them away really quick with all of the propaganda and nonsense that they push. Oh, you talking about Bevelin? Bevelin is a trip. Jesus matters. Oh my God, I love Bevelin. I don't look old enough to have kids. How old do I look?
Is this yours?
Yeah, you can have it. What was that slam?
That wasn't me.
Who did that?
I did.
Bevelin. I love her too. She's so cool. Masks do nothing but harm our respiratory system. It is hurting our kids. I was a nurse for 25 years. You need to get your voice out there. Maybe we'll have you on the show and you can tell people to stop being so damn scared. African American or Black isn't a race. Liberals don't know anything. Triggered by Trump 2020. Democrats and liberals make America weak again. Facts, man. Facts, man.
Thank you.
I'm gonna stay on here for about a few more minutes, and I have to go get my hair done again. I took it down, so I want to see how long it got. I'm trying to grow my hair all the way back out, so I'm gonna be putting it back in braids. But I wanted to hop on here and just get my thoughts out. Sometimes it's overwhelming. I have all these thoughts popping off in my head, and I'm like, Lord, slow down. I'm only one person. I can't get it all out at once. Like it's legit so bad. I could be doing laundry or doing something around the house or doing something with the kids, and I have a thought, and that thought will pester me and bother me and bother me and bother me until I get it out, whether it's in written form or me getting on here. Share that, please, and close my bedroom door. A racist doesn't pay off of a Black man's entire mortgage for helping change a tire. Man, you guys have done your research. You know about Trump. That's good. Now we need to. We can't we can't force other people to accept the truth, but what we can do is put it out there. Period. And people get triggered by my posts. I think it's fun. Okay, it's fun. I like the fact that I make you uncomfortable by simply bringing scripture to you. That's fun. Listen, I'm live right now. No. I'm live. You need to stop. You know the rule. You guys are old enough to figure things out amongst yourself. Jaden, I shared that with you. There's no way you shouldn't be sharing with other people. Okay, so you go in the kitchen and do that and stop interrupting me. Stop fighting. Close the door behind you, please. Close the door behind you, please. Man, my children, man. My children. They just nag and argue over the stupidest stuff. But I love them to death. Those are my babies, man. This is why I do this. I do this for my kids and everybody else's kids out there that, all the parents that are worried about what future we're going to leave behind for our children. This is why I do this. You will help me. I appreciate that. I need all the help I can get. But yeah, this is my trigger, my post that triggered people. They don't like the truth. I called them out on it. I said, for the wages of sin is death, but the gifts of God is eternal life through Jesus Christ our Lord. That's simple, right? That's 1 + 1 is 2. If you're going to be sinful, you will not have an eternal life. But if you follow Christ and you live according to the word and you have love in your heart, you love your brother, you love your country, sky's the limit. It's simple. It is simple. How can you get the word out? Word of mouth, sharing, really word of mouth. When you guys get on here and you share my stuff, a few of my posts gotten 20 to 24K shares. That's the power of you guys. When you get out there and you put in that legwork, because this is all it is networking and talking and sharing, those people will then come to watch my show, and then those people will share. So if 5 of you shared this on 5 different things, including your page, so any groups you're in, right? If I had 5 of my audience members share this live or any other one of my posts 5 times in 5 different locations, that would bring so many people. You've been sharing? I know a lot of you guys share. I appreciate all the shares, man. Swear I do. One of the reasons people fall for the fake media is because oftentimes they don't know how to detect biases and a series of biases from facts. Absolutely right. That's why I think you need people like us, that are willing to sit and decipher and go through things and break things down, because I don't think a lot of people understand government or politics, but we'll have to save that for another live because it's getting close to 9 o'clock. Thank you. We need civics and economics and U.S. history back in school. That is a must. You need that in school. You got to teach your kids. You can't leave them up to the vices of liberals, because then you lose your kids. You lose them to the system that people talk about. They're just gone. I know a lady, she's a very loyal viewer. She's having a hard time with her daughter, and she asked me to reach out and speak to her. Yeah, absolutely. Heck yeah. If I could wake more people up, especially the youth. Sky's the limit. Would you be interested in providing content for my blog I'm starting up? Sure. What type of content do you need? Just let me know what you need. if it's writing, I have a few things written up that I haven't actually put out for the public. Just let me know. I'm willing to network and work with people. In case you haven't seen, go look at this viral post, man. This is funny. And read the comments. People got upset when I put Jesus on them. And I said, you're going to have to answer for all these sinful things you're doing. Ain't nobody's going to be getting off. Or, people don't think that this is real. Watch and see. My grandmother always used to say, life will be your teacher. You will have experiences. And it might be too late. I was one of those people, and I got to keep hitting my head, bumping my head. I'm hard-headed. But I said, you know what? Let me stop and wake up. So, absolutely, guys. Here's what I'll do. I will, whoever's interested, hit me up in my inbox, and I will get to you guys as soon as I can. I can't always respond right away, but I do look at the comments whenever I'm bored. So anybody interested in contributing and helping out with the Hot Mic and the Hit Squad, however you're interested in contributing, inbox me, and I will let you know how you can help in any way. We appreciate all the help. I appreciate all of my viewers. I appreciate all the likes, the shares, the support. It is much appreciated. It doesn't go unnoticed. I think more people need to recognize social media doesn't work without you guys, especially for public figures. So thanks for tuning in. I'll probably be back live after my hair is all finished, and I'll just do an impromptu live. It won't be so formal. It's here on my podcast setting. I'll go live from my phone. But thanks for tuning in and listening to me ramble. Y'all have a good week. Or you know what? You're about to be approaching the weekend. So you guys have a good Thursday night and have an awesome Friday morning.